Hello again, lovely people. I've mentioned in previous videos that last year and this year I've been making a conscious effort to read more non-fiction. This includes biographies and autobiographies. So today we are doing a review of Absolutely by Joanna Lumley, which is a book I enjoyed way more than I expected to enjoy. Not because I don't like Joanna Lumley, I thought she was perfectly fine, but just because I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like a celebrity autobiography. It'll be fine, it'll be interesting, it won't be anything special. Actually, super liked it. I tell you for why. First of all is that I had no idea how interesting her life is. She was born and grew up in India, and her family were in various military positions, which means they were sort of dotted around the world and stuff like this. And I sort of knew that already. But her family just have like such an interesting history. Like, it was either her father or her grandfather who was like really good friends with the Dalai Lama and used to like chat to him and advise him on stuff, which like, that was just casually dropped in. So just during the first chapter when she's just doing like this little rundown of like her parents and grandparents' life, it was all this stuff and I was like, this is very interesting. So there was that. Joanna herself has had a very interesting life. I knew she was a model and then transitioned into television. I knew she'd been in the Avengers and stuff like that. It was all stuff that I was like vaguely familiar with the concept of, but didn't really know any of like the ins and outs of, so that was really interesting. She has quite a nice tone of writing, because she has such a distinctive voice. I think I did read this entire book like with her voice in my head, and she has such a lovely way of talking to you. It's never dry, it's never I never felt like I was like sludging my way through narrative. It was all very interesting and warm, and you know, she's not telling you every single detail about her life, but she's telling you enough that I've come away with like just like a little bit better understanding of who she is as a person. The third and sort of main thing that I really liked about this, which other people might not like, but I did, is, as you can tell from the size, it's quite a big book because, just for example, she has lots of pictures in it, which for someone who is both actress and model, that makes so much sense. You know, like, modelling and acting are very visual professions, so it makes total sense to me that as an autobiography of someone for who those are two main aspects of their life, you would have a very visual autobiography. So there's a lot of pictures with like little descriptions of who this is, what this is, and stuff. So chapters are a mix of this narrative of her life, but then also, especially when you come to modelling in TV, there'll be pages where there's no actual like narrative and it's just photographs with explanations and descriptions and stuff. But I really liked that. I'm quite a visual person, so that really appealed to that part of me. And she was saying that she has a real thing about like hoarding everything and labeling everything. So she had, like, doing this book, she had like so much material to work from, and I am trying to do better at not hoarding and stuff, but I am very like nostalgic for old photographs and stuff like this. And so part of reading this did feel a little bit like your friend sat you down with a photo album and they're flipping through and they're explaining all the different photographs to you and being like, oh, this is when I met this person and stuff like that. So I really liked that, because I feel like she's really managed to impart a sense of self to you without it being overly contrived, which I think is quite difficult if you're crafting like a narrative about yourself. So it doesn't feel too contrived, it feels warm, it feels engaging, with enough interest and personality that I come away feeling like I've known her better, but without like her being like, here are my deepest, darkest secrets, because like, that would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say. This is probably one of my shortest videos of all time, but I just had some little thoughts I thought I would jot down. If you are someone who is interested in reading more autobiographies of people who are in the public eye / entertainment sphere, I would really recommend this. It was super interesting. Even if you like vaguely like Joanna Lumley but don't have a massive knowledge of her like me, this was lent to me and I just thought, screw it, I'll read it. And I actually come away being like, this is one of the more enjoyable biographies I've read. My favourite autobiography is probably still Sue Perkins' Spectacles, because that was just fab and I loved it. I'm sorry for the car. But this was like of a similar enjoyment level. That's it for this week. Just had some little thoughts to throw down into a video. I really hate that car. I hope all is well with you, and I will see you next week for something else.